Welcome to the Life Makeovers podcast. My name is Cindy D. Whitmer, and I am the Midlife Makeover Coach, helping you turn your midlife into your best life, one step at a time. Through powerful conversations, my own midlife roller coaster story, and over 3 decades of helping people transform their lives through counseling and coaching, I am on a mission to help you create your own definition of success and happiness. Thank you for being here. Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. It's so good to be here with you. I had the great pleasure of having a conversation with Pam Grout recently, who is a #1 New York Times best-selling author of several books. Just several books: E Squared, E Cubed, Thank and Grow Rich, Art and Soul Reloaded, The Course in Miracles Experiment, on and on and on. I'm sure you've heard of her. That podcast is going to drop in a couple of days, so look for that this Wednesday. But one of the things that she and I talked about in our conversation was gratitude, the importance of feeling gratitude in our lives. One of my favorite books of hers is Thank and Grow Rich. I told her that. It's all about how living a life of gratitude creates a life of wealth in every aspect of the word, like a life that feels really good, that feels abundant in every way. And so one of my favorite things to do is I write in a gratitude journal every morning. So I have this kind of power hour I spend every morning before I really get out and get going for the day. And I'm often in bed doing all these things. I'm reading like things that inspire me, and I'm doing my affirmations and visualizations and meditation and so on and so forth. But part of that process is writing in my gratitude journal. And I put the date that it is, and I put, I am so happy and grateful. And then I list things that have happened in the last 24 hours or that I've experienced in the last 24 hours or that I'm looking forward to that day or whatever. And write those as my gratitudes for the day. And it is such a joy-filled experience. I mean, it's very uplifting. It's a high vibration, a high energy to feel in gratitude about your life. And so listing them really brings it to your focus to start off your day in such a great mood. And then the other thing is that I look for things to be grateful for all day long because, excuse me, I'm going to get a drink of water. I've got a little tickle in my throat. Pardon me. I'm really sorry, everyone. Please forgive me. I spend the day looking for things to feel gratitude about because, I want to write them in my journal the next day. And plus, it's just a lovely way to spend the day. Like, ooh, what can I be grateful for today? What can I find to be grateful for today? And the list goes on and on and on and on and on, honestly. And sometimes, and one of the goals for me is to put something different every day. Like I don't just put every day, my kids, my beloved, the roof over my head, the food, although it's really great to be grateful for everything, anything and everything. But I look for unique things. So anyway, Pam and I talked a lot about gratitude, and she talked about it's one of the best ways to stay close to source or God, or if you have a concept of that, whatever that concept is for you. It's also one of the greatest ways to stay in a happy frame of mind in your life. And it's one of the greatest ways to draw in more to feel good about, because, the universe loves grateful people and tends to give us even more to feel grateful about the more grateful we are. So it's like this perpetual thing, which is wonderful. But anyway, it cracked me up. At one point in our conversation, she said that gratitude is the duct tape of all purpose tools for living. And I thought that is so great. Yeah, the duct tape of all purpose tools. So my boost for you today, everyone, is even though it's Monday and maybe you had a good weekend and maybe you didn't, maybe you're tired, maybe you're not, maybe you're raring to go, but whatever's going on in your life, no matter what, if it feels good, bad, pretty, ugly, whatever it looks like, I want you to look for things to be grateful for, because here's the truth, no matter what's going on in your life right now, what's happening right now, whatever it is, whatever it looks like, even if you feel in great stress or despair, I promise you there's something to be grateful for. And when you can find that, even in those more challenging times, your life will run more smoothly. I am a huge fan of Wayne Dyer's. He was an author, he was a thought leader, he was, I mean, just look him up if you haven't ever heard of him. I can't imagine that you've never heard of him. But anyway, he said, I'll never forget this, when he said, when you can stand in your front yard and watch your house burn to the ground and say thank you, you have mastered the earthly life. And I thought, whoa, wow. I mean, I don't know if any of us could do that. I don't know if I could do that, honestly. I don't know. But what I believe his point is that we are to be grateful for everything, no matter what it looks like, because there are no such things as isolated events, right? Everything is conspiring for our greatest learning growth, in this experience. And so if we can be grateful, not for just the pretty things, the happy things, the great things we really wish for, but we can also find something to feel grateful for in times of high distress, or unseen, unexpected events, or even things that downright floor us and flatten us, then we will have reached a level of faith, trust, belief, whatever it is, to really master life and whatever it brings to us. So we take that for whatever you want, whatever's useful, and throw out the rest. But my boost for you today is to live a life of gratitude and just see the magic that it brings. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening. How would you like to receive my #1 best-selling book, The Midlife Makeover Method? All you have to do is leave a review for this podcast, take a snapshot of it, and send it to cindy@cindydwhitmer.com. We'll drop the email address in the details, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.